might not have a career.
Yeah.
And we'll see. We'll give that time. Make sure he makes that movie Cutting Class. Horrible movie.
I've never seen.
You never seen Cutting Class?
I don't know about that.
Oh my
one.
god!
I don't know that
What
I've
a
seen
movie!
that one.
Yeah, that's a horror movie starring Brad Pitt.
Oh.
Yes, you need to check it out.
Or do I?
No, it's the Lori Loughlin of horror movies.
You leave Aunt Becky out of this.
Yeah, another fact that I learned as Reggie, he actually quit acting, and he actually worked at the Morningside Mortuary where the first
I
one was
saw
filmed.
that too. Yeah, I saw
That's
that
crazy.
as well.
God, man, let me see. Those are pretty much besides the Alex Murphy connection to the RoboCop
right,
connection.
right.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
That
absolutely.
they threw in a little bit of cool little things like that, you know. Man, there's so much. I did so much research on this, you know.
And we did talk about that, right? The Alex Murphy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Make
we
sure that we
mentioned that.
covered it for the listeners.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff, and I bet you there was a lot of stuff that ended up on the cutting room floor because of the studio.
Well, and it sounds like with the first Phantasm, we know that one was really long, you know, so he's probably putting out his, like, this is my vision.
Yeah, yeah.
But this time it's like, this is the sellout movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'll
Well, they
do
gave
it.
him a lot of money. I mean, there's a bigger
that's what I'm
budget.
saying. Yeah, they have $3 million. That's 10 times the budget he had before.
And because I guess their goal would be to make more money, and I mean, again, like they doubled it in the box office, so you know, not bad, not a home run, but a decent single.
This
Enough for him to make 3 more.
Yeah, well, did
they were
make
spread
3?
out though, weren't they?
Oh,
little
for
Yeah.
bit?
sure.
I think the third one came out in like 93, 94,
So
or
5
something like
years,
that.
And
Yeah.
one of them was in '98.
But I remember when those came out because I was looking forward to them because of this movie.
Okay.
You know, whenever they were hitting the video, because they were direct to video, most of them. I don't think any of them went to because Ravager. I don't even think
the last ones had only the first 2 went to theaters.
Yeah,
I believe.
the last
so
one
this is
didn't
kind of
even
like
go to
those
video. It was weird.
what's the Robert Rodriguez Dusk Till Dawn?
Mhm,
Yeah.
From Dusk Till Dawn,
So like those movies, like the first one theatrical release,
and then the rest
then
are
after the rest
direct
of them are
to
direct to video, and I've never seen them, and I never will.
Oh,
I think when I was younger, I
No.
rented like from
It's the
Dusk
same
Till
idea.
Dawn.
Same idea. That's
yeah,
what I'm saying.
Santanico Pandemonium
Yeah,
Part 2.
from Dusk Till Dawn 3.
Michael Biehn.
Like I think I watched the second one that has Robert Patrick in it.
Yep. Did never watch it.
Yep.
I think I did, and it was not very good.
Yeah. Then they had part 3, which was about Santanico. It was something like that, where it was the origin stories of from what? Why?
I don't know.
Why? They
And then they did a TV show, which I know Robert Rodriguez was involved in. But
that one actually the first couple of episodes, cool. After that, I was like, I don't want to keep up with this. Yeah, Japan wrestling is on.
So just so you know,
I'll watch that.
the first one made $4 million more than this one, with 1/10 of the budget.
Dang.
wow. So that one was really successful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Can-
that's
relative
why you
to
got
money.
which was weird that it took so long for him to make another one. Right?
Yeah. Final
Yeah.
thoughts on the tall man, though. I mean, who the fuck is a tall man? Where does he come from?
Well, he comes from that other dimension, but what I don't understand is,
Or Planet.
yeah, well, I think dimension, planet, probably both. Really, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Different reality,
Mm-hmm.
and he's crossing over because he can get slave labor
But
for
is
free.
he one? Well, is he one of many? Is he one of
Well,
many?
yeah. So there's actually some sort of a cut. I forget what it's called. Something work print cut,
Mm-hmm.
which is a lot of people call this one Phantasm work print or something like that. But it actually has a piece that part where he dies. That another tall man throws him through comes out and pushes him through the portal.
In the first one or the second one?
The second one.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
At least that's what I was reading.
because they kill him like 7 times in the first one.
yeah.
He's got like so many death scenes in the.
So
in the
So
first
maybe
one.
they're multiple.
But they're kind of saying and then again, I'm assuming that means that there's multiple.
Yeah, he's just a body. It's just a husk
Yeah.
or something like that. And there's
maybe
actually
they're like a
creature.
hive mind or something.
It's an Edgar
Yeah.
suit. You know what I mean?
Like sugar water. Like this.
It's an Edgar suit.
I think, but it's not really that different from the colonials coming over and taking a bunch of slaves.
Correct.
At the end of the day,
No.
what I mean?
Yeah, it's. I don't know.
Yeah, I
It's
have
just
no idea what they're doing, but
Yeah.
it must be something we don't really
It's a crazy idea.
understand or something.
But
And, and the
yeah.
tall man being around throughout the ages and just kind of got better at his craft, maybe. I don't know.
I'd like to see a Western version of that, you know.
That would be crazy. But Angus Scrimm, I know Angus Scrimm loved this. He did so many different things for like Fangoria, all
and, like,
different
conventions and stuff.
Yeah, all
he
kinds of
would go around.
conventions. He was the tall man. I mean, he was so cool. He seemed like he was like our generation's Boris Karloff almost.
Yeah.
He seemed like a very gentle kind of a big guy that didn't really have a prolific career until one thing. Now, if Phantasm would have taken off and been something really even bigger than it was, you know, then we would have had that newer version of Boris Karloff, Frankenstein type stuff.
Sure.
You know, he probably based a lot of mannerisms and things like that on the role. Very silent, but yet fucked up. You know what I mean?
And I was kind of looking at some of the pictures of the other ones because I'm never going to watch them, like I said.
Mm.
And man, he looks really old.
Yeah.
He gets like a lot older.
Oh,
I
man.
assume the tall man stays the same age because he's a tall man, but
Tall man shouldn't get old.
no.
Yeah, who would replace the tall man now?
Ooh.
The Rock.
Well, why not? He's in everything else.
The tall man, Rock Johnson.
There's like this Ian McDermott guy or something. Not the guy that plays the
Somebody
Emperor.
tall and gaunt.
There's this actor who plays like a lot of the Predators and like the engineer.
Oh,
The engineer in Prometheus and
Yeah.
stuff. He's just like this really tall actor.
okay. All right, I can see that.
I forgot his name. It's Ian something.
Okay.
Pardon. But maybe him.
Yeah.
Yeah, right on.
Yeah.
But,
But
like-
well, see, the tall man, he really wasn't that. I think he was like 5'11".
Right.
Well,
he's
yeah,
just
he
wearing
just had the-
smaller clothes and
Yeah.
Bigger
platinum.
shoes.
Yeah, they made sure that his suits were a little bit smaller to kind of make him seem like he was growing out of them.
And you can kind of tell in this movie when the camera pans over and Liz is walking into frame, he chokes her and lifts her up. It's just like her stepping up on a box to his,
for
like
sure.
above his level,
Yeah.
and he's just holding her. you
She's
know?
on an apple box.
Yeah.
She's Tom Cruise in it and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Tom Cruise has to like stand on an apple box next to Kelly McGillis in Top Gun because he's so goddamn short.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, she's not gonna be taller than me. I'm fucking Tom Cruise, goddammit. Doesn't make sense.
Anyway, Phantasm 2.
yes. Phantasm 2.
That's what we started on. Was
Yes.
Phantasm
Yeah.
2, yeah.
Yeah. Now, if you've stuck with us this long, because we're almost 2 hours deep into Phantasm 2 here. I love
It's
this
longer
movie.
than the movie.
Yes, I love this movie.
We tend to do that.
I love the shopping spree was my favorite part. You know, it kind of reminds me of a little bit of Pulp Fiction. I think that somebody mentioned that a little bit in something that I had read, that Bruce Willis in Pulp Fiction, you know,
Right.
it's kind of at the angle, which was really cool. You know what I mean? The same kind of let's go shopping. You know, that's my favorite scene in the whole movie.
I would have to say pretty much a tie. I like the A-Team scene.
Yeah.
That takes place right there, and then I also like the worm, the back worm.
Oh yeah,
That was
cool.
pretty
Yeah.
insane.
Intense.
It looked good. You know?
Underrated effects.
Yeah.
Underrated
Yeah, all the
effects.
effects
I
are
don't even
good.
know who the guy that did the effects were. You
Gary's
know?
mom. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just it's a unusual one.
I just like the bitch slap.
Yeah. Or
Awesome
even
bitch
throwing her across the room like a fucking javelin.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
And the muffler and the burning trees. Is a pretty cool image.
I'm going to start where I think that we should start doing all of our podcasts with an inner monologue from each of us.
Okay.
That'll go over real well. People will enjoy that.
Yes.
Okay. Let's do it.
An inner monologue. That would be fucking hilarious. I'm sitting next to Dan right now, and I'm thinking about what I'm going to put in my podcast. And
I'd be
I'm gonna
more
write this.
like.
And you just hear the. No, even the ticker tape or
Yeah.
the fucking keyboard that I fucking hate that sound. It's like a goddamn Kit Kat commercial.
It'd be like movies. What are we going to talk about today? Phantasm 2. Here we are, all three of us together.
Well, we
What's that
digress.
smell?
Yeah.
I think I
Let-
farted. I don't want to let anyone know, or do I?
But I kind of want to fart again because there's one piece of pizza left.
Yes. Gotta make room. Let's wrap it up. Phantasm 2. This is our second episode of the Droppin Deuces.
We
series.
don't really grade movies or anything. That's not really our thing. I don't
No.
think.
But watch it. Hopefully, you watched it before you listen to this.
And if you didn't, you're fine too. That's
Yeah.
fine.
You just watched it.
I'll tell you what. Here's the
times
best
2.
part: is if you haven't seen it and you're listening to this, don't go back and watch this one. go back and watch 1.
Watch
Back and
one,
watch 1.
watch 2, and then that's all you need.
That's all you need in life.
Sorry, Don Coscarelli and all the rest of the gang, Reggie. Cool.
Well, if you like it, you can keep going.
Yeah,
but
Keep
yeah,
going.
whatever
It's
makes you
not,
happy.
you
Go
know,
down the
course.
rabbit hole, but these two, pretty much all you need, and you'll enjoy both of them as kind of sequels, and that's where it needs to stay.
That's
Yeah.
right. So,
Yeah.
From the Drop Culture Podcast Studios, thanks for staying with us through that epically long deuce that we just dropped. And
My feet are asleep.
diabetes.
Diabetes. My feet are asleep on the toilet. It's time to stop.
All right. Hey, we're out.